Thank you, Beng. Isang ano lang po, just wanna clarify, yung Joel's Drugstore only sells legal stuff. So, you know, yung kinikwento po ni Beng ay proseso ang tawag niyan. Remember the 4 Ps, di ba? The product, the process, later on we'll talk about the people and then the platform. So, tumutulong rin po sa proseso ang Air 21 because, you know, you have to automate your processes. So, they're helping you with that one. Is there, I have a question now that's coming in. Ito, interesting to. Singit ko lang. Gusto raw niya ng ano, bumili ng 18 pieces of papaya seedlings. Can this be delivered? Galing kay Monmon Mitra. 18 pieces of papaya seedlings. Can this be delivered? Who among you would deliver papaya seedlings? 18 pieces.
Of course.
Ayan. Parang nakikita ko na eh. Yung ating mga women, Quad X, Grab Express, Lala Move, sila yung mga soft and, you know, and the guys, di ba? Garrick and Ruben, para malakihan yung mga yan, di ba? Pang match. Heavy lifters, di ba? So, okay. Okay, I have another question. I have to go fast. Okay, from Olivia, WBS. Yung store namin is selling local products like pack process, coffee, sauce, butter, bottled honey, farm products like seedling pots and pans. Do you have packaging requirements? Diba? Ano ba yung mga packaging requirements nyo? Do they need to provide bubble wrap, farm, boxes, and everything? O pwede lang padala sa inyo, diretso na kayo na bahala mag-pack? Anybody wanna answer that? Oh, okay.
I can start.
Sure.
Sige. So para po sa mga gusto magpadala sa Lala Move, so may option po kayo mula motor hanggang truck, ano? So depende sa volume ng inyong ipapadala. Ang packaging po ay necessary na maging sealed po para maprotektahan in the course of the delivery. Syempre kailangan po na hindi mabubuhos ang item, ano? Hindi po kami nagpo-provide ng packaging services, so ito po ay kailangan gawin ng ating mga sellers or ating mga negosyante. Pero ang ating mga delivery naman po, hindi po kami nagpo-pool ng delivery. So ang delivery po, pag sa produkto nyo lang, sa produkto nyo lang po. So makakasiguro naman po kayo na pag nilagay po ang inyong mga, let's say, food items sa insulated bag natin, wala pong masasama dong non-food.
Okay, thanks. Jack? Mia, you wanna add?
Okay. Sige. So for Grab, actually, similar to what Dana said, we don't actually provide packaging, right? We give you the option if you want your orders pooled with other orders or if you want it na instant. Pag pick up, deliver po sa buyer nyo diretso. Ang isa ko pong suggestion, since the items you mentioned po are pasok sa GrabMart category natin, why don't you reach out also sa GrabMart team? Bukod sa fulfillment, matutulungan pa po nila kayong magbenta. I can share with Joel the contact so you can actually reach out to them.
Okay, thanks. Mia?
Similarly, ako, I think I'm a mix. Naturally, our sellers usually would pack their own products, and that's for their own safety and security, to make sure lang na secure yung produkto, hindi masisira, hindi madedent, hindi mababasag or anything. But when our riders go there, we provide them as well with our own pouch. So nilalagay natin yan sa sarili naming lalagyan, sa sarili naming parcel. So because doon may mga sleeves ron where we put in airway bills or printing labels, because kailangan natin yan when we sort, para lang hindi mawawala as we move the products nationwide. Okay, kasi unlike let's say Grab or Lala, hindi po tayo point to point, hindi to 1:1. So we pull, we bring it somewhere else, and then let's say from Manila and you want to, let's say, deliver it to Baguio, kailangan natin nalalaman. So yun yung reason kung bakit we pack. But yes, we also accept products that are pre-packed already by our customers. Ang importante lang dyan, safe and secure yung produkto ninyo.
Okay, thank you. Beng?
In the case of Air 21, it depends on where it's going. Kasi if it's gonna go by air, sasakay natin sa airplane yan, there are minimum requirements that they need for it to be able to be put on the plane. Pagka naman isi-ship natin yan o via land transport, again, depende, bote ba yan, kailangan may bubble pack o mga pillows, air pillows, o basta pwede ba yung ilalagay lang sa truck and what have you. The requirement kasi is that depends on ano ba to, perishable ba to? Like for example, some of the medicines that we distribute ngayon, it has to go by temperature controlled truck. Or we will put in gel packs, for it to be able to maintain the below 22 degree. That's required, If it's vaccines, that has to be, let's say, 2 degrees, 3 degrees. Again, we provide that kind of service. We are able to advise you ano ba ang dapat. So that depending on the type of transport and where it's going, we can give you the right answer.
Okay, cool. Thanks. Garrick?
Yeah, so we give customers the option, so they can either use their own packaging. Oftentimes they may have branded packaging that they want to see their customers receive. But we do also have a full range of our own packaging that can be used, right from a letter to move a document, bubble packs to boxes of all different sizes. We also have relationships with local manufacturers who, we can connect customers to help customize packaging for their needs as well.
Okay, cool. Thank you. This one I'm gonna ask whoever has it kasi this guy nagmamadali siya eh. Si Ariel Nengasca. Sabi niya, who has an end-to-end solutions from marketplace to payment to warehousing, logistics to delivery, since he's setting up his own site and he wants to go who has a full service solution? Air 21 meron, okay? Raise your hand na lang, they'll go in touch. So Air 21 has it. Sino pa may full service?
So I'll add some color to that. So what I would recommend if it's international, so you would engage with a platform such as Shopify, and through their payment providers and then our logistics expertise, you would have that end-to-end solution.
Okay, so FedEx is suggesting.
May add lang, Joel, Yeah. The maganda kasi, well, I would advise, especially if this is your first time, in our case kasi, we provide the platform, we provide the warehousing, the payment facility, even fulfillment. So all throughout the process, from the time that you put your product online until it gets delivered, you talk to one group. Well, I guess that's one advantage that we have. We control everything from the time that you put it online up to the time it gets delivered to your customer, including you getting your payment.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So, Sir Joel, wala lang kaming warehouse, but you can actually sell items through the Grab platform. We will manage the payment facility and through if you're a preferred merchant, kung cashless payment po, kami po yung nagre-remit ng pera and automatic na po yung logistics. Hindi nyo po kailangan mag-book. So yun po, basta i-upload nyo po yung inventory. It's more just we don't have a warehouse po for now.
Okay. So as you can see, each one has their own services, diba? So, and kung nagmamadali kayo, yes, you can go to somebody who has a full service na. Or if you actually also want to control things, kasi I'm an entrepreneur, diba? So, ayoko naman lahat bigay sa isang tao lang kasi sometimes you also want to control certain things, di ba? So if you want na nagmamadali ka everything in one-stop shop, you have Air 21 as an option, FedEx suggested Shopify. But if you want to DIY, do it yourself, di ba? That's also possible. Like for Grab Express, ang wala lang sila yung warehousing side. But then that's being provided by QuadX, by Air 21. So it's you really choose the kinds of kung gusto nyo mag-migrate sa e-commerce, you really have to choose the kind of combination you have. QuadX, I have this thing, you are known as last mile. Paki-explain mo naman, Mia, yung last mile.
When we say basically pareho ng ginagawa namin lahat. Last mile fulfillment means to say
wala bang last kilometer dyan? Nasa Pilipinas tayo.
Last or final mile, no?
Yeah, final.
Basically delivery to the end consumer, to the buyer. That's in a nutshell, that's what last mile fulfillment is.
And you're that, right?
We are that and a little bit of everything because depending on the service we have a warehouse from inbound naman to the Philippines. We have warehouses outside. If it's locally, Yes, we do movement as well. We do forwarding. So mean to say transport management. We find the best solution, whether it should move by sea, sea freight, ro air. We make those, we do that thinking for you. So kanina may nagtatanong, what do you call this? Anong tanong niya? Kung merong end-to-end solution. In fact, I wanted to ask him, why would you want to do that? It's a very connected world. It's more of understanding your business and looking at the tech that will help you enable it and leverage on other people's strength. So basically, when we say last mile, kasi ang lalabas dyan, pick up from somewhere and then deliver. While we do that, we also do some sort of semi-consolidation locally. We do movement, we do freight forwarding. We do warehousing if it's outside the Philippines. So iba-iba. So we depending on your need, we have iba-ibang solutions for it, similar to, let's say, Grab, I think of Jack.
Okay. So actually, so iba-iba yung mga solutions. Si Lala Move ata, nag-expand ka na rin beyond the last mile o last mile ka pa rin? Si Grab Express and last mile, di ba? Si last kilometer na lang. So si Lala Move tsaka si Grab, mga last kilometer kayo, di ba? Or more?
Lala Move can also support our fellow logistics companies and doing first mile and mid mile. So the interesting thing about the evolution of logistics now is a lot of us, as Mia mentioned earlier, we're all friends here. A lot of us help each other out. So some mga traditional logistics companies, because of the rise of e-commerce, mas dumalaki ang delivery needs nila. So companies like Lala Move na very flexible yung volume ng deliveries, yung mga delivery vehicles namin, we have over 60,000 motorcycles and trucks in Metro Manila alone that can help out fellow logistics companies or even mga businesses that need help on first mile, mid mile, and last mile. So dahil nga iba-iba ang ating mga vehicle type. Normally, pag ang usapang e-commerce, last mile lang ang iniisip natin, paano ba ito makakarating sa consumer, no? Pero paano makakarating sa iyo ang mga raw materials mo, paano mo kukunin ito sa port, paano mo i-move ito from your warehouse to another warehouse, kailangan din po nating isipin yan.
Okay. Thank you. May dadagdag ka ba, Miss Jack?
It's so similar to what they've mentioned, right? It really depends kung ano po yung gagawin nyo. Basta sa amin, pick up, deliver. Like anything you need to pick up and deliver, may it be first mile, mid mile, last mile, or even nationwide, because we also have a nationwide partner for deliveries. So it's really about that po. Depende sa diskarte mo.
Okay. So, meron po tayong isang question. Marami pong nagtatanong, diba? Ito sa pagsasama-sama ko na in one question. What do you think is the cost of the e-fulfillment logistics side of the whole selling cycle? Diba? Siyempre, pag nagbebenta ka, you should actually allocate a certain percentage na cost, diba? E-fulfillment. So, like for example, in different industries, they'll say 30% of my total cost is my salaries, for example, right? So, on the e-fulfillment, anong suggestion nyo for first-timers? Kasi what should be the percentage? You know, what's the cost of e-fulfillment? Tsaka, pwede ba yung, is it something that you just add on, let the customer pay, o dapat ba include ko sa final product? This is actually tawag yun, strategic question, di ba? Do I let the customer pay? O ikaw for example, di ba sinabi ko nung umorder ng Tim Hortons yung anak ko. Mas mahal pa yung Lala Move sa Tim Horton. Diba? You know, that's so how do you help the MSME, ang ating mga entrepreneur, para mag-decide nito? Integrate niya ba o ipasa niya sa customer? Any suggestions? It's an open question.
Sure. Malayo kasi yung bahay mo sa Tim Hortons, kaya napamahal ka. Kasi distance-based tayo. Baka naman nasa south ka, nasa norte yung Tim Hortons na kinuha mo.
Dahil talaga, marunong mag-defend.
Actually, Joel, kakausapin ko si Tim Hortons, ha? Para sila na lang mag-book, isama na nila sa cost.
Totoo. Diba?
But the question, i-integrate ba will the entrepreneur integrate the cost, o mas mabuti bang it's passed on to the customer?
I would say it would depend on the stage kung nasaan ka ngayon sa pagpasok mo sa e-commerce, ano. Kung nag-uumpisa ka pa lang, the best way is to partner para makita mo kung paano ba talaga ang takbuhan ng e-commerce para sa'yo. Pwede ka magbenta sa Facebook and then eventually mag-partner ka with the likes of Lazada, Shopee, Zalora, outsource your deliveries through any of the beautiful people in this panel. And then eventually makikita mo kung ano ba ang willingness ng iyong mga kliyente to either embed it in your pricing or pwede mo rin namang i-pass on ito. It would also depend on the type of deliveries that you will need. So typically sa on-demand delivery space, pinapass on ang fees dahil there is a premium for immediate deliveries. Kung willing naman ng mga kliyente mo mag-antay, let's say mapupool mo ang iyong mga produkto through outsourcing, mga warehouse sorting, packing, maaari mong ma-embed ang pricing sa iyong produkto. So, I would say kung ang kausap natin ay ang mga mag-uumpisa pa lang ng mga MSMEs, i-try nyo munang i-outsource ito, pass on the fees to your clients. Siyempre, depende rin sa presyo ng produkto mo yung magiging delivery fees mo, diba? So, kung ang bibenta mo ay 50 pesos lang, mahirap naman i-embed sa 50 pesos na product price ang iyong delivery fee. So, kailangan din po nating timbangin.
On my part, Joel, I think it depends on what industry, what product you're selling. I think it's more a question for the merchant or for the seller than it is a question for us enablers. So if, let's say, for me at least, as a person running a particular business, my rule of thumb is depending on your margins. If your margins for your product are already manifest as it is, then by all means, then pass it on, okay, and be very, very transparent about it. But if your margins can actually absorb the cost of shipping, then by all means, embed it, tuck it in, because you should be able, di ba, makikita mo naman ilang percent yan, and therefore it can sort of be a differentiator for you. So you have to study the market, your competitors, what kind of product you're selling, look at your margins, and then from there you decide whether or not you want to tuck it in or you want to pass it on to your consumers.
Thanks, Mia. Tsaka Dana, you remember guys, nung pinakita ko po yung 4 P's of e-commerce transformation sa product, kailangan alam niyo talaga yung margin nyo. May mga produkto na mahirap talaga. You have to really know the margin. Hindi nyo lang basta pwede ipasa yan. Kasi, and I'm just being, as an entrepreneur, as a mentor. Ngayon, papayag ang customer kahit mahal yung delivery. Kasi, wala, desperate times di ba? I would pay 500, 600 pesos for a medicine, even if the medicine is only 100 pesos. Kasi kailangan ko ngayon yung medicine So ngayon, yung mga nagtitingin ng e-commerce, so medyo medyo desperado ang tao, pero kailangan nyo talagang pag-isipan on a going concern, on the new normal, how should you actually be tucking in the cost? Kailangan natin pag-isipan yan. Okay.
Maybe Joel, one of the things from an international or an export perspective, I think Mia touched on the competitive nature of your industry. I think that's key, right? So if you're really trying to make a dent in your industry, is seeing how the rest of the market is positioned. What we typically see is a lot of our e-commerce customers are looking to build in the cost of shipping because the expectation of customers is for free shipping, in a lot of the e-commerce space that we deal with. The other point, Joel, you mentioned around the kind of the cost, the percentage of cost. So typically what we would see is anywhere from 25 to 35% of the total cost to serve is typically tied up with logistics. And again, this is for international. It would be very different for domestic.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. For domestic, maybe I can give some input kasi according to the World Bank statistics, as of now in the Philippines, ating logistics cost is around 27%. So that's very close to 30%, which is very, very high. Our Southeast Asian neighbors, ang average nila anywhere between 8 to 12% lang ang logistics cost. So again, what the ladies have also mentioned, it depends on your product category. And to what Joel said, kung kailangan mo na ngayon, then be ready to pay. Now, if you are starting and hindi naman nagmamadali, pwede naman within the next 2 to 3 days, I would highly suggest consolidate. So yung sasabi ko na, we'll pick it up in bulk and then deliver natin kinabukasan. Kumbaga sa parang it's not depending on the sense of urgency for your customers when they have to have that product. That will dictate the cost of logistics.
Okay, thank you.
Joel,
Dana Jack, if the question is more for budgetary purposes, no, para lang alam ko kunyari may negosyo ako, ilang percent ba of my cost or of my expenses should I allocate for logistics? And maybe Dana and Jack can confirm this as well. On a very high level, and I'm just talking about logistics, not the whole supply chain, hanggang dun sa logistics lang, hanggang sa delivery only. If you compare your shipping versus, at least from what I see, compared to the item price or the item value, we're running at around 5 to 10% shipping fee to item cost. Tama. Dana and Jack, is it the same for you guys? Just to help whoever asked the question to budget. No?
Go ahead, Jack.
Actually, sa amin, depende sa items, right? Kasi I think yung difference, meron kaming perishable. So pagdating kasi sa food, ang nangyayari is restaurants would normally charge something really low. Like we've had experiences na yung charge nila is something like 30 pesos, right? Or some people charge 3%. And then they want it individually delivered. So depende talaga sa diskarte. We've had cases where meron kasi kaming rent model sa Grab kasi platform kami. Meron silang tens of thousands of backlog. Medyo malaking industry na to. So nagpadala kami ng car to actually help out them clear out their backlog within a month. So may ganung solution na pwede. But if you're starting and ang problem is you don't want a fleet, ang nangyayari is they book individually. So each delivery, if they limit the radius, kasi pareho kami ni Dana distance-based kami, and you don't want your food traveling 15 kilometers, so normally, yung mga tao, they try to limit it to anything between 50, 60 to 100 something pesos. So medyo mas malaki siya as a percentage pag food. But for other items, generally, Mia, you're right, no? Yung normal is nasa mga 10 to 15% unless yung tao is like, I need my charger now and your charger is 150 pesos. So sometimes the item value is the same as the shipping fee kung malayo ka.
Exactly.
Thank you.
There are also a lot of creative ways to lower your costs. For example, a lot of the platforms or service providers in this panel now have very varying offerings, no. Halimbawa lang for food, sa Lalamove kung nagbebenta ka ng food, pwede kang mag-multiple stops of up to 20 stops. In that way, yung delivery fee mas split siya sa 20 addresses. Imbes na magbabayad ka ng 120 dahil mag-isa ka lang, yung 250 or 350 na total delivery fee, madi-divide siya into 20 people. So, the charge can now go down to as low as 55 pesos, 60 pesos. Para ikaw as a negosyante, pwede ka pa ngang kumita through delivery. So, pwede ka mag-fixed fee sa kliyente mo, pero dahil nga sa mga optimization features ng mga platforms na nag-e-exist, pwede ka pang magkaroon ng dagdag na margins through that. So again, it's all about being creative, understanding ano ba talaga ang needs ng mga kliyente mo. Kailangan na ba nila yan ngayon na? Pwede ba akong mag-antay? Magkano ba ang willingness nila na magbayad para sa mga delivery services?
Okay. We're supposed to end at 11:30 pero na-in-love sa atin yung audience natin, di ba? So, diba? Siyempre, diba? They got interested in the love story of Garrick and Beng. They used to be married. Because we have 3 lovely women, diba? Who wouldn't want to stay here? Okay, we have to do a fast talk. Okay, so I'm gonna do it. There's so many questions. What you do na lang is, if there's a question, I'll try to make it a yes or no answer so that it's fast. Just raise your hand and I'll say that, yes, Grab can do that. Quadex can do that, Beng can do that, and so we'll do it that way. So for example, and I'll be the one to call it out na lang so that it's fast because we just want to consolidate people's questions. So number 1, again, just so that everybody's reminded, who has services in all provinces in the Philippines? So that's FedEx, Air 21, and Quadex.
Grab, pero through a partner.
Through a partner.
Directly.
Lalamove?
We're only in Manila and Cebu for now.
Okay, Manila and Cebu for now. So okay, so you know that. Next, who provides again warehousing services? Air 21, FedEx, and Quadex. Okay, but so at least alam nyo sino ang pwede tumulong sa inyo sa mga warehousing services. Sino ang may capability to go international deliveries? International deliveries, Air 21, FedEx. Okay, now, who can handle big items like furniture? That's Lalamove, Beng, Air 21, Grab Express, and FedEx. Okay. Sino ang willing magbigay ng discount because DTI e-reboot now? Tatlo lang. That's really a question, ha? Okay, it is control this e-reboot now. Reboot now, di ba? Who is willing to give a discount for your services and commission?
We will make a viable solution.
Okay, si Air 21 will make a viable solution. Garrick, what's your...
Yeah, so we'll look at your volume and what you're looking to ship, and we will always look to support you with the best price.
Okay, volume-based. Grab? You will?
We would. It's mostly packages and then volume discounts. We actually also offer micro loans. So we'll let you know.
Micro loans, okay. So Lalamove, you're offering, right, MSMEs now?
Yes, our specialty or our focus is really to support MSMEs. So we have mga SME or corporate rates para po magkaroon kayo ng mga discounts in the form of rebates depending po on your total volume per month. Meron din pong mga special services na exclusive lang sa ating mga MSMEs. So
great.
Contact us, we'll help you out.
Mia, Codex, you are also gonna... Okay, great.
In fact, to DTI.
So everybody's gonna help out. We're gonna do that. Now, everybody wants to contact all of you. Nobody wants to contact me. Well, what can I do? But everybody wants to contact the 5 of you. So can you start putting in your contact details so that the participants can see it? There's an option there, diba? Send a message to all participants in the chat. So please, all 5 of you, please put the contact details kasi we weren't able to put that consolidate. So if you can just type into the chat how to get in touch with you. Everybody's asking how to get in touch with the 5 of you except me. I feel so bad. Anyway, so please put that in. Okay, while you're putting that in, let me try to... Okay, a lot of the questions are very specific really to the requirements, how to work with you guys. So I think that is best answered by getting in touch with you directly. So that's why your contact details are there. But we're also going to post, for all of our participants, we're also going to post all of the contact details in the DTI e-commerce Facebook page. So don't worry about it. Okay. I'll just add a few more fast questions. Diba? Who can do frozen food? Lalamove can, FedEx, Air 21, and Grab Express. Okay. What about perishable items? Like sensitive items. Okay, Air 21, Lalamove, FedEx, FedEx also, sensitive items. Grab Express also.
Yeah, but perishable, no?
Yeah. Sensitive. Basta wag lang raw buhay, di ba? Again, clarify, hindi sila ship ng buhay. Pet at tao, hindi pwede. Okay?
A month.
So, what else can I?
Give me a month.
A month? If I tell you, Mia, help me escape, you'll have me picked up. Okay yun, ha? Okay, maraming...
Actually, Joel, pati basura, pwede namin kunin.
Oh, that's good, ha? Even...
Honestly. Yeah, we're actually in the thick of things now. One of our companies, the One LGC, kami yung kumukuha ng mga COVID-19 infected PPEs, anything waste, no, sa mga hospitals kayo.
So that's great. Though. You heard it from Air 21 that they are willing to take waste, and they're actually helping out by picking up the waste and the sensitive ones, particularly from the hospital. So that tells you how they can really handle sensitive items. Very good. Okay. Okay, these are people who says, how can they work with you? You recognize that big companies. Do you outsource any of your operations? Do you can micro entrepreneurs work with you? Do you outsource any of your like, for example, do you outsource your delivery? Do you outsource your warehousing? Do you So yan, si Air 21, si FedEx, they're willing. Okay, tayong mga negosyante, di ba? Alam ko sa inyo, marami kayong extra vehicles that you're not using. You can work with all of our providers, di ba? And for those who have a property that for warehousing and everything, you can talk to our providers, the ones who need warehousing spaces. So if somebody is a property owner, meron siyang mga maliliit na warehouse, can they work with you guys?
Yes.
Yes, right? Good, kita niyo yan. So, hindi lamang po kayo peperahan nila, pwede nyo nang silang perahan, di ba? Sa mga providers natin, kumita rin po kayo galing sa kanila, di ba? Kung may warehouse, kasi may transportation, you can offer them the services. Okay, great. Okay. We kind of have to end. It's 11:46. Sorry guys, I know you love this whole thing, but then we have to end. All good things come to an end. But then, please remember, order your food now. Make sure it gets to you. We have our providers here. Before I end, can I also, nobody wants to talk to me, so can I share a screen of what we also do? Carl, can you please share the screen? So, okay, so anybody, so as an international school, we also provide training. So if you want to have training on logistics and supply chain, we have online certificate course. As an international college, we work with the Singapore Institute of Materials Management. Please press the screen. Press the screen, take a snapshot of the screen. We can give you training on e-commerce and e-fulfillment. We can give you training on logistics and supply chain strategic management. We can give you training on resilience and supply chain and security management. Importante po, these things, e-commerce fulfillment, logistics and supply chain, and then resilience and supply chain. So we have 3 certificate courses that will offer you. Just go and email inquire@thems.edu.ph. Okay, time to say goodbye to our panelists. Please stop sharing the screen. Thank you very much for this, guys. I enjoyed our session together. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Sana po marami kayong natutunan sa ating mga panelists from FedEx, Lalamove, Grad Express, QuadX, and Air 21. Thank you, Garrick. Thank you, Dana.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, then welcome. Thank you.
Maraming salamat, DTI, sa ating serbisyo sa bayan as we all move towards e-commerce. So tuloy-tuloy pa rin po ang ating mga activities. Meron po tayong 2 o'clock, meron tayong 5 o'clock. So with that, this is Joel Santos. I'm the president of THEMS International Business School. Thank you very much for joining us today. Have a good lunch, everybody. Salamat.
Well, thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
DTI.
Thank you. Bye.